I'm sure you've often heard it said that people who are drunk or people who are angry never lie. It's quite easy to think that a person's true nature is revealed in his or her moments of anger or his or her moments of drunkenness. I'm sure there's an element of truth to that, but in my opinion, the true nature of a person is revealed when he or she is the least emotional or when he or she is in their average normal day. It's very easy to work very hard when we know that we're in deep trouble, when we really have to get ourselves out of a difficult situation, when things have gone horribly wrong. Let's say you've decided to cut off a really toxic friend or a partner or a family member. When they realize the mistakes they've made with respect to how they treated you, they would want to be on their best behavior to be in your good books again. Similarly, when you're just getting to know someone, they're also on their best behavior to try and make the best impression on you so that they can be in your good books. Now, both these situations have to do with extremes. What we often forget is to see how people behave on their normal days when there is no incentive for something and there is no incentive against something, when they're not fearful or greedy, is when people show their true colors, in my opinion. So the question of working hard at your work, when nothing's going really wrong or nothing's going really right, how motivated and committed are you to doing what needs to be done is what will define you. When there's no real pressure on you and you still choose to put in a lot of love and effort into what you're doing, is what will define you. What I believe we get wrong a lot of the time is we see someone's behavior on a particular day and then make a snap judgment as to how that person is, and that image gets fixed in our head. This is the reason a lot of people cannot leave toxic friends or partners, because their initial impression was so good that the current reality cannot accept that this is how they really are. And this is the reason why one bad impression from someone again conditions us to believe that he or she is that way, although it could have been a host of factors that led them to behave like that on that particular day. What rarely, if ever lies is how people are in their average moments. We don't pay attention to how someone is day in and day out when nothing really is going right and nothing really is going wrong. This is where you will get to know how a person really is. When you see someone pouring in a lot of effort into what they love, even when there aren't any visible results, or even when there is no urgency to do that, that's when you know that a person is really committed to his or her craft. Because when you're rewarded for something and you're going to get a reward very soon, it's quite normal to want to put in so much effort. Or when you're in real trouble and you have to extract yourself from that trouble, it's quite normal to put in humongous amounts of effort. But when nothing's going really wrong or nothing's going really right and you still show up like you have to give it your all or nothing, that is what will define you. So if you want to really know the essence of someone, don't see them on their best or their worst days. See them on their regular days, because we don't really know what the best and the worst can bring out in us. But the regular brings out the real in us, because that's when there is no real pressure. And someone who really gives it all they have, even when there is no pressure, is someone who is very committed to what they're doing. So use that angle to understand people in general, because there may be some events in life where yes, people might want to extend a helping hand to you, or people may want to withdraw support for you, but that in and of itself cannot really tell you whether such a person has your best intentions on their mind or no. The average would define the real.